Could you get by on $300 less every week? You'll have to if you're unemployed and receiving federal pandemic assistance payments. Thanks for joining us. I'm Bob Evans.
And I'm Kelly Chapman. Governor Spencer Cox has decided to end those extra payments for unemployed Utahns. Fox 13's Ben Winslow broke the story this morning and explains how the decision will affect some of you.
About 28,000 Utahns will be impacted by the governor's decision to cut off federal pandemic assistance. Utah's economy is red hot. We currently have the nation's lowest unemployment rate at 2.9%. So Governor Spencer Cox has decided to opt out of federal unemployment benefits. He signaled it was coming in a virtual town hall on Facebook.
I just philosophically don't believe that the government should be competing against the private sector to keep people out of the workforce.
It's an extra $300 a week for some, as well as extended benefits for people who had already exhausted state ones. It applies to formerly full-time employees and gig workers. About 28,000 people are impacted by the governor's decision, but Utah's Department of Workforce Services says there's over 50,000 jobs available right now.
Now it's up to the employers to compete for these employees. So I do think this won't resolve all of the employer concerns about not being able to find employees. One of the ways that employers can respond is to increase wages.
It is about income. Families need cash to pay their rent, to pay a car note, to pay their health insurance, their car insurance, gas.
Gina Cornea with Utahns Against Hunger says the governor's decision is going to hurt a lot of people who now have to take any job without a decent wage.
If they're making more on unemployment than they are in a job, then maybe it's not time to end the enhancement of the federal benefits, but a time to talk about income disparity.
The state says it has not seen people opt to stay unemployed in the pandemic, and this may force businesses to raise wages.
We haven't seen an increase in the number of people reporting people refusing work.
The state will continue to offer benefits like rent assistance, child care, and help paying bills, but Utah's Department of Workforce Services says they'll go back to pre-pandemic state unemployment checks. The law requires any Utahn on unemployment to actively look for work.
That there are other safety net programs, but more importantly, that there are jobs available for these individuals to find that security and find that in employment.
Now, it takes effect June 26th, and Utah is not alone on this. 9 other Republican governors across the country have made the same decision. It's brought on by the economy reopening and the COVID-19 vaccine availability. In downtown Salt Lake City, Ben Winslow, Fox 13 News, Utah.
The Salt Lake Chamber is praising the governor's decision to end pandemic assistance benefits. The state's largest business organization says Utah is seeing a significant need for new employees, and the challenge is not the scarcity of well-paying jobs, but the lack of workers. They go on to say for the state to remain a national economic leader and for communities to be prosperous, we need to normalize the labor market by assisting those currently unemployed to find opportunities to rejoin the workforce as soon as possible.
Utah Senator Mitt Romney is backing Governor Cox on this move. He tweeted this morning saying paying people more money not to work disincentivizes work, plain and simple. Increased unemployment benefits are leaving employers struggling to staff up. I applaud Governor Cox for this decision. It's time we reopen our economy.